I'm the Lorax, and I speak for the trees, or in this case, the home arcade community. What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy MikeOfAllTrades. So, this isn't usually a video I want to record because, quite frankly, I didn't think it would be this serious. But something needs to change, and something needs to change in this space of coverage of these things. Well, what do I mean? You guys have seen it the last 3, 4 weeks. It's been all kinds of gates. We went for monitor gate. Comparing freaking arcade screens to arcade one up screens because the golden T screen was bad, etc., etc. And now we're on the screen gate with the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary. Right now, check this out. I'm all for everybody getting reviews. Like make your content, whatever else, right? But when you see the same video back to 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 back, it's a little nuts. And don't get me wrong, there's a difference, right? So, for instance, Console Kids put up a video yesterday, and shout out to Justin, right? He put up a video yesterday, meticulously picking apart the video, the trailer after a comment was sent to him about the monitor and MK 30th anniversary. And I'll have the video linked in the description. Those kind of videos are great. The ones that are informative and they show like, hey, this is a real problem, etc., etc., right? But when you see the what if videos, right? And if I, as a viewer, right, because I try to watch everybody's stuff, and if I see it on my timeline, I just imagine how other people feel. Well, I kind of saw that this morning on Twitter, and I'm like, when there's so much about the same thing, when people are like, they want to take a pause and a break from social media, that's a problem. You know what I mean? And granted, yes, we all have the same hobby. We all have the same passion. We all have the same enthusiasm about products, right? But why is it that only the negatives always cover and not the positive? I think the only people that are talking about the success of iArcade's online lobby system are iArcadians. You know what I mean? And then I feel bad for that community because they got pulled into something that literally had nothing to do with them. Or how about the videos that get made where you speculate and something might be bad. You see something in the images or whatever, it might be bad. You buy it. You know it's going to be bad. You know that you're not going to like it. You make the videos. And then eventually you end up selling it or something else like that, right? Why even go that far? I get asked all the time, hey, Mo, why didn't you make a video about this? Hey, Mo, why didn't you make a video about that? And I always say, I'm like, because somebody else is doing it already, or somebody's mocking something up, or whatever, talking about it. Even with Killer Instinct, and I wasn't even going to do a Killer Instinct review. And I said that publicly. I was like, dude, I don't even want to do one. Bones Jackson, C Marvel, they're like, hey, you play fighting games, you play these games, unlike other people don't. You know what I mean? Like, we'd like to hear your perspective on it. And that kind of stuff makes sense, because I've always been that type of person. I don't want to do something else that everybody else is doing. So let's fast forward to the present. For those who've been sleeping on a rock, y'all know Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary has been launched. It's been announced for pre-order as of Thursday, right? And people are genuinely, for the most part, they were happy until they saw the monitor, whatever else, right? And I was like that, and I saw the monitor, what else, right? I'm of the firm belief that either they swap out the monitor or they'll fix it in the patch. And I'm pretty sure they're going to fix it in the patch because I'm pretty sure they're too far in manufacturing, right? But it's just one of them things where it's like, at this point in time, you kind of know what you're getting into, Rexer said it best yesterday on his lesson 10, when he's talking about MK1, this was bad, and he's talking about MK2, that was bad, and he's like, now it's this, it's always a couple steps forward and back, And I personally, I hate the feeling of manufactured, like, either fear of missing out or manufactured mass hysteria. Again, what Justin showed, absolutely right. That is information that the public needs to have. That's information people need to have going forward. You know what I mean? That makes complete sense. But like, come on, y'all. 4 weeks of monitors, bro. I get it. There's nothing really to talk about. But 4 weeks of monitors? what are we gonna do next? We're gonna go back to marquees. We're gonna talk about buttons. You know what I mean? And before anybody says it, you know what I mean? Because I know how this goes. Before anybody else says it, we talk about this stuff, during the Chill and Chill podcast. If somebody brings up as a question, whatever, we talk about it, we cover it, we move forward. But like, come on. There's got to be something else, man. We can't just be flooding the people. Now, I would never tell anybody how to make content. What the hell do I know, right? I'm just a guy with an opinion who just has to have a camera and a good microphone. Yeah, it's a good microphone now. But, like, seriously, man, like, when people are like, and I know y'all see the tweets and stuff, when people are genuinely thinking about, like, muting their social media, that might be a little bit too much. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, maybe let's have a round table meeting or whatever else, and, everybody not the same thing for whatever else, right? Now, if it's a release or an exclusive, cool. I get all that. But I don't know how many ways or in how many different videos or whatever else can you say the monitor sucks. Or how many ways or how many videos can you say the buttons suck. Or how many ways or how many videos you can say that the artwork isn't what we expect it to be. Y'all know all this stuff already. Y'all know what y'all are getting into. And if y'all know what y'all are getting into, then let it be. Talk about it when you do a review. Mention it. Have your informative videos. Because, like I said, Conskid's video was informative. It showed people like, hey, it's this. I didn't even know about that, so I watched his video. So shout outs to him. Hence why I haven't pre-ordered yet. But, it's one of them things where be wary. Let's be real about this, because if I put out 14 different videos about one croissant, whether it be the rolling of the croissant, the basting of the croissant, the proofing of the croissant, putting the croissant on the sheet pan, placing it in the oven, or preheating the oven first, then placing it in the oven, watching it bake, pulling it out, letting it cool off, finally getting to bite the croissant. I literally just made 8 videos about something that could have been in one video, right? That's all I'm saying, man. Like, let's think about what we're doing. Again, y'all know me. I'm the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. What do you guys think, though? Is that what you guys want to see? You know what I'm saying? Do you guys want to see all this coverage about, speculation and whatever else, right? And there's nothing wrong with speculation. Like, there isn't, because we all got to wax poetic about stuff. I'm still waxing poetic over Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But, like, we all got to wax about something. But, like, seriously, man, like, it's too much. It's genuinely too much. Anyway, I'm MikeOfAllTrades. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.